Shalom Alechem. On Shavuot we read Megillat Ruth. In Megillat Ruth there's a beautiful message of how to build a marriage relationship between husband and a wife. There's one in the beginning of the Megillah and one at the end. In the beginning there's a message from Elimelech and his wife Naomi. At the end we can learn from the relationship of Boaz and his newlywed wife Ruth. We need to know that there's two types of relationship. One is that each one has his own opinion, needs, each one has to do as he feels, each one feels that the relationship is there for his own purpose, each one is independent, and usually things work out well until things collide, until both people in a relationship want the opposite things. He wants to go there, she wants to go there, he wants to live here, she wants to live there, he wants to send the kids to this school and she wants to that. Very quickly you find things that both of them don't agree. Then each one feels that he's not supposed to give in. He has his right also. He should not give in. And that's when one of them wins the argument or wins this collision. Who does usually? The one that's more dominant. The one that's dominant takes ahead and he's the one that leads. On the other hand, when there's a relationship that's built on the morals of the Torah, one understands that he doesn't do for himself and he doesn't even need to do for the other. He does for the relationship. He does in order to build another brick in a relationship. And therefore, if the other person has a need, he'll do everything that he can to fulfill that need. If the other one wants something, he'll do everything to make the other one happy. And this is what we found in the Megillat Ruth. In the beginning, Elimelech, which was a person that Chazal didn't like so much. They said that he left the city when there was a famine and he was extremely wealthy and he was able to feed the poor, but still he didn't want and he left. It says over there, Vayamot Elimelech ish Naomi. He died right away. The Midat Adin killed him. But it calls him, the Pasuk, Ish Naomi. What does it mean, Ish Naomi? Says Rashi, why was he called Ish Naomi? Because he was sholet alea vitfela lo. Lachen paga bo midat adin velo ba. He was controlling her because, although the Mefarshim explain over here that she was a very important woman, that's why the names of Naomi was mentioned. Nevertheless, he was the one that's controlling her. He was the one dominating, and therefore she had to go along with him against her will. But because he was the one controlling, Midat Adin also only took him and not her. This is the relationship that we spoke about first. Second relationship is the relationship between Ruth and Boaz. When she meets Boaz, although she knows that Boaz is the Gdol Hador and she wanted him more than he wanted her, and she was trying to run after him, he could have taken advantage of that. He could have taken control. What does he tell her instead of that? Ata biti al tir'i, don't fear. Kol asher tomri yaseh lach. Anything you want, I will do for you. Why is that? Ki yodea kol sha'ar ami ki eshet chayil. Since you are eshet chayil. What is the eshet chayil? What do we say every Erev Shabbat? Eshet chayil mimtza. And over there we have a list of how much a woman that's eshet chayil do for others, would do for the poor, do for her children, do for her husband. When you have such a woman that does to build their house, such a woman gets also as a contrast her husband doing everything for her, because it's not done for him or her, it's done for the building of the relationship. And this is a beautiful message that we learn for Shavuot from Megillat Ruth. Have a Chag Shavuot Sameach. Shalom. שמי הרב שי תחן, ואני מקווה שנהניתם והחכמתם מהשיעור. אם יש לכם שאלה בהלכה, פנו אלינו לבית ההוראה במספר 347-666-3467. זה מספר בניו יורק, ולכן תוכלו לשאול במספר של וואטסאפ, והרבנים של בית ההוראה ואני בכללם ננסה לענות לכם בהקדם. שבת שלום.